On the last episode of Spilled Milk,
Because I'm a Taco Bell girly, I'm a Baja Blast. You know, I frowned upon it for so many years, but once you start, babe.
It's niche.
Yep. Honey.
Open. You know me. I don't give a.
baby, this is a first day of work problem. You've been here for how long?
We all have Facebook, bitch. We all
This bitch.
Period.
And we are back again.
I missed it. I missed it big.
We have a very special guest with us today. And you love crawfish.
Love crawfish. I've loved crawfish since I was like 5. Since I was a little girl.
Is it just crawfish? Or do you have a preference like potatoes, corn, the whole thing, shrimp? I'm a big shrimp person.
Same. I'd rather have shrimp than crawfish. I don't know what it is. Crawfish just...
To me, it's like the difference between cashews and pistachios. One is more aesthetically pleasing, but one is more work.
Yeah.
And the pistachio is the crawfish.
Yeah.
It's also expensive.
It's also expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not a picky girl. I'm not picky at all. I love everything. But when I was younger, my dad would order a lot of seafood boils like that. And he would just make us eat it. He's like, eat it. Like, you'll like it. So I would just listen to him and I'd love it. And he would have me eat raw oysters. And I was a little girl at the Rockport Oyster Fest eating oysters. And
Iconic.
just because I was scared. I was like, oh no, I have to listen to my dad. So I ate everything he told me to eat and I loved it.
Because I know you're a snack queen, just like us. Is there anything that is off the table? Is there anything you don't like?
No, like, I love everything. Everything. I love onions. I love olives, pickles, banana peppers. I love everything.
The way Natalie knows that
That's-
I have such a hard press against olives.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
I cannot bring myself
No, I will
to
say
enjoy olives.
I only liked black olives from Olive Garden
No.
forever.
Oh my gosh.
Until I got older. Now I love all the olives.
Now you see the light.
Yes.
Olives are the perfect food, Frank.
Yes.
And then if you stuff them with blue cheese, which another
and
food
make
you hate,
yeah.
funky
your
in the
own-
I'm
best way.
learning to like these kinds of foods because for a really long time, I was not 100 when it came to... I don't even think that it's the brininess of it because I love a pickle.
Sure.
Love sauerkraut. Adore kimchi. We talked about this yesterday.
Oh, I love kimchi.
Love funky foods like that.
Yeah.
But like an olive, for some reason,
And it's like,
I think of like a wet pencil eraser that has like
That-
a weird saltiness
that's
to it.
fantastic. It's spongy, it's fatty, it's weird, and
Sometimes
it's
it's a
texture
perfect
thing.
crunch. It's like, you know.
Yeah. It has like a bite to it.
Yes.
But which is crazy because I'm not a texture person, meaning I don't care about texture that much.
Right.
Because you know that I like crazy stuff with my pho. I like tendons. I like,
Yeah.
tripe.
Yeah. All the
amazing,
chewy,
crazy, yeah,
chewy stuff.
cartilage.
Like, yeah.
I'm that person that when we have wings, I will literally like pick at both sides of the wing before it's
Yeah.
done.
Wild.
We just went to Wingstop
Yeah.
last month,
Yeah.
and it was a pile of bones. It was like a graveyard at the table. It was crazy.
You see, you would hate watching me eat wings then.
Are you like you eat it from the middle and then put it aside?
Yeah. Are you like a bone clean kind of guy?
Baby,
All the
I
above.
eat the front,
Whirl.
back, the leg, whatever. And then if I can't get any more, I'm not going to work for it.
So-
It's funny, I don't work for that, but I work for my crawfish easy.
There's something so crazy about chicken wings because, first of all, best chicken wings in the world, hands down, Longhorn Steakhouse. It's like the appetizer wings. It's like
Yeah.
these chicken wings, but they're like oven baked, but also like they throw them in the fryer to crisp up just like
Sure.
a little bit.
Absolutely.
But they're perfectly tender. It's like baby rotisserie chickens. So bomb. And then they serve it with like a blue cheese dressing, a ranch dressing, and a homemade buffalo sauce.
I love that a steakhouse has like a badass wing. The way like Water Street has like my favorite burger. It's like a smash burger.
Or the
They make the
best
buns.
macaroni and cheese in the world.
Or
Oh,
the
they-
best mac and cheese. Like it's wild. But yeah, no, I love that.
Water Street has the best artichoke dip.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cheesecake Factory has a very, very comparable.
I'm only supporting corporate restaurants right now, so I'm gonna go with that. I got a vendetta right now against local businesses. No, I'm just kidding. But
You're
yeah,
shopping big.
I'm shopping big, not small.
Tea.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Today's episode of Spilled Milk is brought to you in part by our sponsor. Natalie's going to tell you a little bit about them.
Today's sponsor of this episode of Spilled Milk is Easy Breezy Dental. You can find them out in Calallen. They are Dr. Hajra and Dr. Ahad. They are amazing, friendly, professional services with implants, cleaning, and any of your dental needs. So give them a call and tell them the ruffian sent you.
So we have today Sierra Guajardo. She is a business owner as well, small business owner. She is also a mom. Today's episode 3, the overall theme is like mother. Who is mother? What is mother to you?
Oh, word.
Mother energy, divine feminine. And so we have none other than the influencer of Corpus Christi right now.
Mom.
She's creating hats.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
got the, yeah.
They're phenomenal. They're comfy. They make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
They're really just like
They cover your forehead.
they cover your forehead.
Word.
They cover day 7 greasy hair when it's hair wash day.
Dare I say they cover day 8 greasy forehead.
Word. Yeah. No. Really cool thing about Sierra and I, the last time you and I were in the same room was at a billionaire's house,
On New Year's Eve.
and the FBI was there.
They were there.
The FBI was, so it was that February after the New Year's Eve. They had like an archaeologist fundraiser, and they had this big piece flown in to like show from their previous dig, and they were
Yes.
trying to sponsor the next dig.
I remember.
So I
that.
was doing the food, you were doing the event work.
And you were feeding me so much.
I was
and
trying
appreciate
to. I try to
that.
feed everybody.
Yeah,
it's
she fed
it's
me.
a blessing and a curse to
She
be able
fed
to
me
cook.
good. Because
So
in that job, you don't eat.
yeah,
You
no,
know what
I make sure you guys get fed.
Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, it was a really cool moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was the last time you and I were in the same space.
Yes.
But we have a history.
Yes, we do. Me and Nat met a long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago, working in the event business. I worked for a local event planner, well known, very, very talented. That's where I met her. And she would feed me and she'd give me all the good stuff. That's where I tried goat cheese for the first time. Loved it.
Hooked. Hooked.
Hooked.
I had never had goat cheese since
Wow.
before then.
No.
What a perfect episode to be mother.
what?
No,
That's a mother. That's
literally.
mother right
Mhm.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's go. Well, yeah, no, goat cheese, fried, regular, cold, on a bagel, on a sandwich, all the ways you can get goat cheese. On a burger.
It's
I don't
the-
even remember
On a
what you
burger?
fed me, but it was good.
It's like goat cheese. This is like a dream burger, like a concept
We'll
for
do
a
it.
restaurant that we're never gonna make.
Make it for me.
It's gonna have goat cheese, but the goat cheese is gonna be herbed, and it's gonna have like garlic confit like blended into it,
Oh,
so that it's already like very like homogenized.
like a caramelized onion goat
Yes, yes,
cheese.
yes, yes,
Rest
yes,
in
yes.
peace.
Exactly. You got what you picked up what I was putting down. And then we're gonna hit it with a peppery watercress.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
And then one really big hunk of like beefsteak tomato, like a really purpley one,
Mm.
and like a good unctuous, like
a
I want to
fatto
bite out of it.
slice.
Yes.
I had that today.
Like a
And
fatto slice.
I want Malden or like Kosh on top of it.
Yeah.
No oil because we don't need this sliding around.
No, need it. No.
But there needs to be black pepper. It needs to be cracked black pepper.
Always.
Hmm
The
Yeah.
only pepper.
I had an endive with the spread of
Endive?
goat cheese. And I don't know. Endive
Oh, yeah.
It's on
whatever.
dive. We're
It's
just being
on dive.
pretentious.
Yeah.
and goat cheese. I don't know. I think that was it. It was the best thing ever. And I've been looking for endives at HB. Nope. Nope.
You'll probably
You gotta get at Sprouts.
Well, fall.
Natural
like in
grocers.
the fall. you'll
Oh, okay.
find them. Yeah, they're kind of picky
Finicky.
bitches. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
kind of, they don't grow all the time. So,
When I became a mom, I not even became a mom, before then, but I was breastfeeding. And so when you breastfeed, you're starving. You're all throughout
That's-
the night.
that's
you
why
are
I'm so hungry.
starving. And you're starving and you're really thirsty. So in the middle of the night, after dinner, I would make me an entire just plate. And I'd go in bed and I'd watch whatever I'm watching and I'd eat it. And so lately it's been, I don't even know, like just any sort of veggie. And I love peppered salami, love manchego cheese.
Oof.
So I have that. But yeah, the onions, I had a whole thick slice of onion that I saw on TikTok. I wouldn't just do that. And I saw it and it was a big old thick slice of onion with olive oil, salt, and pepper. And the girl put feta cheese, but I didn't have any. So that on top.
yeah.
And it was the
That worked.
slurp. The slurp is what got me. I was like, okay, I'm trying that. And sure enough,
Oh, and
it was
she,
good.
fire breathing dragon.
But you know what?
Like in the best way.
Yeah, I cut up probably like 4 slices. I only had one. I was like, oh, this is too much. I can't eat all this.
Sure.
Mhm.
I couldn't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
But you know what? Sure enough, the next day I had heartburn. I woke up and I was
Yes.
like, I just felt it, and I was like, oh, I was like,
That
"What?"
is giving
Am I
Balkan
pregnant again?
breakfast down. You were ready to go ice fishing.
You're
Mhm.
You're ready to
move ice blocks.
move ice
Gonna
block.
go feed your moose before
Yeah,
you go
your
trek
meat
through the
trucking through the frigid winters of The Arctic.
Let's go.
That's funny.
Arendelle.
Oh my God, it's
Where's
very
that?
frozen of
Very
you.
frozen of you. Yeah.
It's
Where's
very.
Ben?
Do you want to build a
Hot.
snowman?
Always. I actually hate the cold. Honestly, like I have to wear a lot of layers, and I already have a lot of layers, so I don't need help bulking up. But
You don't like wind pants?
I don't like wind pants.
She doesn't
You don't like the.
the ones you're wearing right now.
With the layers, like
These
they're-
aren't wind pants.
I'm just kidding.
These are from the archives of Forever 21.
Oh,
Rest in
may she
peace.
rest in peace.
Oh,
But I got them on sale.
Shop Forever 21 just turned 38. I didn't buy anything, but we did go to the clear out to see what's up.
Sure.
It was slim pickings. Like it was nothing. Everything was on the floor. Everybody was like, all the employees were just there so they wouldn't get fined.
They
Basically,
just stop caring.
it was it's so sad. It's just so sad to see it. And then the girl was there's no life in her. And I said, my friend just bought like a mountain of clothes. I was like, can we get these gift wrapped? Is that possible? And she was like, and I was like, I'm kidding. It's fine. Just
It's just a joke.
do your job. Just relax. It's fine.
oh, poor thing.
Swipe it. 3 bags of clothes, $24.
Wow.
The thing
Insanity.
that kills me is whenever you go in there and then they have the nerve to tell you, just so you know, all sales are final. You can't return anything.
not gonna be here in 48 hours.
I'm like, girl, trust me when I say I'm not bringing it back.
No.
I don't even feel like standing in line to return. It's so much to want to stand in line to pay for it. Do you think I'm coming back to return it?
I am the
I would
worst
have
at
wasted
that.
my time.
I don't return anything at all.
Neither does my sister.
Ever. I will keep it and
I'll
I will
give it
give
away.
it to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
keep this. Take it. I don't want it. Somebody will use it.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at returns. I won't even buy it if I think I'm not gonna like it. If I don't love something, I'm not gonna buy it.
I love fragrance so much that when I'm like at the little like the
Yeah.
babas, the
Oh,
very
yeah,
last part of
the-
it,
yeah.
I'll gift it. I'll
The
give it to somebody.
condensation.
Yeah, I think I gave you. It was more than like.
You gave me a
the
ton.
bottle.
It was a lot.
It was like a full fragrance.
Yeah. I gave him a hug and he smelled so good. I just kind of,
Mm.
and he was like, bitch, just take it. Get off me.
but I was like, here, it's called Shitty Day from Noise.
Something like, it was like Dusty Fig or something whack. Like, it was a great name. Like, very like
Shitty Day is
chef-coded.
what it's called.
Shitty Day. Oh,
Yeah.
it's called Shitty Day. That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
and the fragrance, the note is salted fig.
Salted fig. That's what it was. So it was very nice. It's like very earthy and masculine, like
Yeah.
me. Let's
Yeah,
go.
musky,
So,
not musky.
Not musky.
For my muskrat, Natalie. What are some things that you're currently like maybe hyperfixated on, maybe overly infatuated with? I'd like to hear from both of you.
Oh, do you want to go first or I'll go first?
You go first.
Right now, I just got a new job. We'll do a hard launch on spilled milk.
T.
I just got a new job. I'm an hourly employee. I'm not the boss. I don't make the rules. And I'm at the art center.
Not working for the city.
Not working for the city. I'm at the art center of Corpus Christi. And I am a private events associate. So I help. It's basically ruffian, but not the cooking or the planning or the stress or the insurance or the payroll and all that fun stuff. But I get to do that. And so I'm hyper fixated on like being organized and staying organized because now I have someone to be accountable to, which is what I'm figuring out. I really needed accountability. I really needed a boss. Like I'm a self-starter when I have to start for someone else. But if it's for me, like I let everything fall to the wayside. So I'm into being organized. I pulled out all my little bags, all my little tricks. I'm doing meal prep. I'm obsessed with keeping a time, keeping a schedule, doing my skincare routine again. I fell out of that for the longest time. And so, yeah, just kind of like making sure I'm like present in the moment and taking care of myself like on a time-wise manner. And that also involves one day of meal prep where I go to Bori Butcher Shop and I buy like 50 to 60 bucks worth of meat and I cook it all in one night and then just eat it throughout the week. Like, I'm not hungry. It's depression. Thank you, depression, not Ozempic, that I can't eat anything anymore. And when I need to eat something, I'll just like go get like that chicken wing that I cooked or like that hamburger patty that's chilling in there. So
Shout out to Borari, friend of the pod.
yeah, absolutely. Love those guys. They're all my boyfriends.
Tea.
There's like 10 of them. They're all mine. So
Burai.
Borari, I don't know.
Borari.
Guys, go ahead and phone in if you
Have
want
you
to
been
say
there?
that.
It's Burai. Yeah.
Burai.
I
Oh,
felt so
she
bad.
said.
I felt
Oh,
so bad. 'cause
Burai.
but I mean, it's Burai.
Let me tell you guys, it's Brian.
He's gonna be like, no, she's wrong too.
You're gonna be like, we've never met her before.
We don't know who she is. She just buys stuff from HEB and puts it in a brown bag.
She comes in with the camera on, and we just don't
We just-
say no.
It's that girl. She's back with the burger. Hey, the burger is the best burger. Stop it right now. They have the best burger in the entire Coastal Bend.
You know what? I
Tea.
second that. I take back the Water Street one. Yeah. Boar eyes, burger, rules.
Now you conforming real fast.
I know. I'm such a flip flopper. Don't fucking quote me, dude.
Best burger.
No, it's real good. Though.
Oh.
It's that, and it's a short rib burger, so it's like
it's
it's
And
got
it's
the marbling. It
fancy.
it hits different, and
Yeah.
that's Water Street has a smash burger. I hold space for a smash burger, so I
Crispy
would say,
edges,
yeah, crispy.
salty.
Doesn't have like that sort of like big chew mouthfeel. It's very
No,
much like
melty in your mouth.
yeah, like that mustardy onion crispy meat. Like that's what I love about that. But that burger, it's fat.
So we're all burger girls then.
We're burger
I'm a
girls
burger girl,
down.
absolute.
Burger queen.
Absolute. Absolutely. Give me
I
it.
see what you did there.
See,
Iconic.
because I hate Burger King,
No, same.
but I love a burger. Loved Whataburger since I was a child.
Sure.
You know who has a really good burger? Denny's has a really good burger.
Never had it.
Yes.
We went to Longhorn right
Oh.
there at Alameda and Robert.
Phenomenal.
And I had a lunch burger. This thing was 2 hands,
That was a Krabby
bacon
Patty.
falling out. They had like the good like Clausen kind of kosher pickle,
Sure.
cheddar cheese, badass tomatoes, lettuce, and it was like this. And I said, Frank, close your eyes. like the fit. Oh, so good.
It was a moment.
It was good. I only ate half of it, and I ate the half of it later. So
I can
it's
literally
great.
sit here for 45 minutes and talk about just food.
That's what we're
we brought
doing.
you here
That's
for, girl.
welcome to spilled milk.
Because mother cooks and eats.
Welcome to spilled milk. Absolutely.
I think it's crazy because Denny's has it's always the places that the burger is not the namesake,
Right.
or it's not the thing that you're there for, but
Kinda like
that's
the
the thing
hidden
that you
gem.
discovered. Yeah,
Yes.
discovered. That's where you discovered.
Okay.
I really enjoy a Denny's burger in the morning when you're not supposed to eat it.
I love a cold burger.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll buy the double meat Whataburger just to have the leftover so I can
Yeah.
put that half in the fridge and eat it cold. It's like this solid mass.
the
Should be
the
disgusting.
crazy, like
So good.
nasty, like watery, not watery, but like gummy lettuce
The way
that
the-
happens.
Yes.
No.
I'm not the fan, but
Don't-
if you take that out of the equation, oh girl,
Y'all lost me.
a Whataburger like
dude.
that has been in the fridge,
So
must
good.
have cheese,
It's an art.
is phenomenal. Like a number 5.
Mm.
Ooh, and the bacon stays crispy.
I love a cold burger. Sorry. I get it. Yeah. Cold pizza, cold burger.
I love cold pizza for sure.
I like cold cereal.
Love cold.
You
Well,
got it.
actually, what? Yeah, you lost me.
Well, technically that is a thing because like there's hot cereal, which is like
Mhm.
oatmeal or cream of wheat, and then you have cold cereal, which is like cereal that you eat with milk. But I literally like I could eat as I'm on my gluten-free journey. I don't do cinnamon toast crunch anymore.
Oh, rest in peace.
But
oh my
for sure,
god.
for sure.
Who are
But I
you?
do enjoy my really expensive cereals from
Magic Spoon.
no, absolutely not.
I've never had it, but that's
Not
expensive.
sponsored, not interested. Honestly, I enjoy my really like shitty bougie expensive cereals from Natural Grocers
Oh yeah.
because they come in like a huge, like they have like the organic Rice Krispie treats.
I can
Rice
see the
Krispie-
box in
Rice
it. It's like a
Krispies.
zoo animal thing on the
Baby,
front.
this is
that
a
one?
bag
It's like mom's best.
for $2.95, and the bag
At
is
Natural
this
Grocers?
big. This big, bitch.
You
It's
got
this
the
big.
bird seed, baby. That's not. you
Honey.
got the bird
And I've been
seed,
going
baby.
flawlessly.
Wild.
No, it's really really good. We go to Natural Grocers for like little like adventures and journeys and stuff. Natural Grocers is where it's at. honestly.
No,
Absolutely.
agreed.
5 million
Totally agreed. Everyone's like, "Oh, you smell good." Like anything, like if I'm holding something that's weird, like a relaxation, like I have those little nasal inhalers trying to like stop the nicotine.
Sure.
Nasal inhalers, like great lip balms, like hand lotions.
How is that
natural
working
soap.
for you, by the way? I saw you like hitting.
No, I hit
huffing the
it's a
shit
little
out of a-
stress inhaler. Yeah, it's just like it looks like you're shoving a tampon up your nose. But you bring it, it's like mentholatum and it's like a little patchouli. It was like there's different like things. It's when I got the stress one, but it's just like really refreshing. And it's more of the habit of
The
that you kind of want it. So it's been working great for me. And I had it today at work in front of my boss. I have a boss. I love it. And she was like, "Does that work?" And I was like, "Yeah, it works." And so
And then she's like, you know who's not working right now?
it's not working.
You.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can lean, you can clean. Oh my god, they used to tell us that at Dillard's.
No, I was cleaning the office. Like I saw some dust, and like I'm not by any means like a clean freak at all. But I want it to be useful. I know what it's like to have employees. I know what it's like to like need their hours to be filled.
Sure.
And so I was over there just cleaning, and then my coworker comes in. He's like, "You're trying to take my job," and I was like, "No, I'm just trying to be really like I'm just trying to be part of the team."
I love
honestly.
That. I love that. Well,
What's the
You're
craziest
hyperfixated.
job? Wait,
Oh
yeah, sorry.
we need
Stop.
Sierra's
Yeah.
hyperfixation.
man, my hyperfixation right now probably is 3 shots of espresso. I'm not even joking you. I have 3 shots like first thing in the morning. This is my first coffee today because
wow.
I woke up at 11.
Oh.
Only because I took a Benadryl last night. I've been having really bad allergies and I woke up really late this morning. But I didn't have time to get coffee. My hyperfixation right now is just like straight 3 shots of espresso.
Hot
with
or
ice.
iced?
Iced. Always.
3 shots of
You
iced
will,
espresso.
Yes, you will never catch me drinking a hot coffee. Ever.
Jet fuel.
Oh, girl.
Ever.
How dare you?
I
Time and
wish.
place.
Trust me,
I love a
I
hot-
wish.
Just, you know what is so funny is that I had the shop for when I had the shop,
Mm-hmm.
and I had probably like the greatest espresso machine in the world.
Yeah.
And at one point in time too, I even had the greatest beans in the world. My favorite cup of coffee to this day will always be a shitty cup of Stripes coffee for $1.97. Bible, swear to God.
Bible.
Literally.
It smells. It has like the smell. It like reminds you of things. I think it's more nostalgic, but
tastes-
that's what I get it. But it's like
like burnt cigarette water.
wild. I am no judge of coffee. Like I'm a dessert coffee person. Like
Yeah,
I'll
like I'm
put
sweet.
I'll put it all the mix-ins, all the additives or whatever. But like people like this is good coffee. I'm like
No, yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm at that point. I know, like, I can taste the difference between this person's espresso between this person's espresso, and mine at home.
Cuisine.
Mine at home,
taste.
Connoisseur.
not good. Mine at home is just Nespresso, and it's just nasty. I used to love it. Now
Oh, we don't say
hate it.
Nespresso in front of Frank.
Oh,
Well, I don't
No.
know. I don't own a fucking coffee shop.
Like, oh,
anymore,
fucking-
but you say whatever you want. Shit. You
Amazing.
can say mac and cheese around me. You can
say
say
mac
banana
and
pudding. I'm
cheese.
gonna line, but I'm just kidding. I think that in all of like the little research that we did, like in that short amount of time, like gearing up for the shop, what really all of it comes down to is the water. If you're using filtered water,
100%.
it comes out phenomenal.
Yep.
And that is the reason why McDonald's Sprite could clean like a car battery.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
all their products.
It could
They
cure
have the
strep throat.
same water filter in all their restaurants. That's why they have like the zestiest, most bubbly
It's that
soft drinks.
spicy water.
You know, that makes sense because I have well water.
Oh,
Oh, well,
we're now accepting donations for
A
Not
filtration.
well water.
No, yeah, we're gonna
Not
we're gonna get. A
well, we
full
just
house.
narrowed down where you live.
No, you don't, because everybody
No,
has
you
property.
could do Orange Grove. You could do
Yeah.
Agua Dulce.
Yeah.
You could do anywhere.
That's giving very
Giving
Little House on the Prairie
624.
tea.
Could be anywhere.
624.
That's giving FM
624.
County CRD.
Yeah. Speaking of 624, our sponsors from out in Cal Allen, Easy Breezy Dental. Let's put that in there.
Love it.
And we're actually going to take a little plug right here, and we are going to hear about our sponsors. So check it out.
Today's episode of Spilled Milk is sponsored by Easy Breezy Dental. You can find them at 11101 Leopard Street in my hometown, Annaville, Texas. Let's hope for the Ville. They're your friendly neighborhood dentist. It's Dr. Haja Butaba and Dr. Ahad Ahmed. So go get your teeth squeaky clean.
I want somebody's auntie to make me kimchi. You know what I mean? Like, I need
I am
some-
an aunt.
I want the best
Mr. Grant.
freaking kimchi ever. I just want it so bad. And I know how to make it, but I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. I've watched so many
I like-
videos on how to make it, and I'm not going to do it, but I just want it. I want the whole tub in my fridge to sit there, you know?
You want to
Yeah.
be like Logan, making your own
Yes.
kimchi? You know who
Yes.
Logan is, right?
I want Logan.
Yeah, love his
I
content.
want his kimchi. I want his green onion kimchi. I want all of it.
He's the one that had that video. It was like that viral moment of the...
The cucumber guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's like,
word. I know
"Sometimes
who
you
that
just need
is.
to-"
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I love
He
him.
like shakes everything to friggin' oblivion.
Yes.
And he also does like the dirty martini.
Yeah.
I know you like a dirty martini.
Yes, he's
Same.
been making a blue cheese dirty martini with lobster
Oh.
vodka.
Oh, I saw that.
And I'm not a heavy drinker, but lobster vodka, that sounds insane. I never ever used to drink vodka. Before I had my baby, no. You would never catch me drinking vodka. I liked tequila before I had a baby. Now, I can't drink tequila. I can't drink a lot of anything. Occasionally, I'll have a dirty martini
Yeah.
or a glass of wine, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. But I just love me a dirty martini. And I will say, the only reason what got me onto dirty martinis is the olives. Is the
I was like,
the blue cheese olives,
It's
and
a
you gotta
reason to drink
you
olive
gotta
juice.
stuff it yourself. You gotta stuff the olives yourself
Fat ones.
with the blue cheese.
And Bloody Marys.
Yes.
But I get Bloody Marys virgin because I don't really care for alcohol. Like, does not sit well
Yeah.
with me anymore. I had one the other day at the post, and it literally was like thick. It needed the vodka.
It
So
had
like,
you posted up.
I was like, I feel like this is steak sauce. Like
Yes.
this is crazy.
It-
It was
it's in
It
delicious.
was
Yeah.
giving like Pizza Hut marinara.
Yeah, and I was like dipping the fries. I actually hate the fries from the post.
Oh, I haven't had them. Oh, the
I
truffle.
hate those truffle
I've had
fries.
the truffle fries. But you know what? I don't like truffle. I think that's it.
That's too funky?
I think that's my thing.
Yeah,
I love
but
mushrooms.
I love truffle.
No,
I
you
don't
have to
fuck
have
with
a good.
olives.
Yeah, you have to have a good truffle though. Like if it's sort of like cut or like faked, you can tell
Okay,
it's
well then
not good. But if
that-
it's like authentic, like really good, like white truffle, it's what's up.
I'll have to try that somewhere else then, because
Yeah.
I only had white truffle fries from the
The
Post.
post, yeah, no.
And I was like, And then I also there was a food truck here for Art Walk one time, and it was like a Cajun Louisiana style, and they had truffle fries, and they were okay, but I just haven't liked that. And I love mushrooms, so I just didn't like that.
I feel like the truffle fry, the truffle mash, the truffle mac, and the truffle popcorn.
Wait,
yeah,
All incredibly overrated food.
yeah.
Truffle is mushroom. Right?
We did, yeah. It's a mushroom.
Okay.
It's an underground mushroom. Has
It's
to
a
be
fungus.
sniffed out. Has to be, yeah, it's a fungus. And actually, women are more prone to liking, biologically predispositioned to liking truffles because we're supposed to be addicted to that funky male pheromone, so we can like reproduce as like humans. So like we think guys are like, what? Like, how do you like that? And we're like,
She's
I mean,
a,
I could see it.
she's
So
a dirty girl. I literally made a hat that's called Dirty Girl.
For the girls that like a dirty girl martini.
Yes. And
Yeah,
I said extra
absolutely.
olives.
dang, make it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Filthy.
So, of the, I guess you could say the lore behind like the dirty martini. You like a dirty martini too, like a
Love.
blue cheese martini. Okay.
Love.
Nothing like lychee.
What is no? We're still in the dirty category.
Okay,
here.
okay.
You said dirty girl, so now I have to
Yes.
like I
Yeah,
have to
dirty
bring it up.
martini all the way.
How do you feel about people doing like the Olive Garden salad martini or like the Caesar salad martini? Are you interested? Are
I
you
love
appalled?
it. No, I love it.
You're a thought girl.
Oh, I love it. I love because they put like olive oil on the top and they put black cracked pepper. Fire.
Like,
Fire.
it's along the same lines of a Bloody Mary. Like it totally fits that vein. I
Savory
can
drinks.
totally see that. We had I had the girls mock up a pepperoncini martini, like the banana pepper martini, and so we never
Yes.
got to put on the menu because it was toward the death of Ruffian. But that was like something that I really wanted to put on there. It was a banana pepper, like a pepperoncini martini.
And I love pepperoncinis
Same.
so much. Like,
Same.
and my favorite is it the San Marzano? No, because that's tomato.
It's like San Marzetta.
Okay,
it's
San
very close.
Marzetta.
That
It's
the
very,
red
like,
top
Italian
in the jar.
forward.
Yeah.
Yes. They use turmeric to color instead of
Yes.
the yellow Lake 40 because you know me in the food diet.
Right.
Don't get along with them.
Nope.
But these are perfectly shaved, sliced. Dare I say, like the texture of like a shaved Brussels sprout?
Yeah.
And they're so like stackable. They're ready to be like,
And they have
Plucked out of the
texture
jar.
because like some of them are just kind of flimsy. You feel like you're just eating like the pepper skin, but like
No.
they have like good texture to
yes.
them. They're nice.
And they have heat. They have like a little bite to them.
yeah,
Which I know the banana pepper is like a little more like on like the spicy side.
on the mild side, and
But-
yeah, and then you get
Yeah.
Or on
those
the
little
mild side,
peppers
yeah.
from an In and Out.
Yes.
Like
Oh, I
those
was
little-
waiting. I was
those are-
waiting
Sport
for that.
peppers, as they call
Rose-
it.
Sport peppers.
Those are
Yeah.
freaking hot.
They are hot
and
as
I
hell.
love
Sport
them.
peppers, but I've also heard them with like the Flying Dutchman, or is chopped chili something different?
No, chopped chilies is something a little bit. It's different because it's not that hot. But
Yeah.
or is it?
No, it's
I don't
the
know
exact
enough.
same. It's the exact
just
same.
chopped.
It's
Okay.
just chopped. But you have to bite the whole pepper to get that full spiciness, and
Mm-hmm.
it is so good. I cannot eat a burger without a jalapeno. So when I go to In-N-Out, I cannot eat a burger without the spicy peppers, and they are
Mm.
so hot, but they are so good. And I also cannot eat fried
I need, like,
chicken
a spit
without.
cup.
No, me too. I might
I
not
want
be
it right now.
salivating. I'm so hungry right now. I cannot eat like Church's chicken without jalapeno.
See, and I don't eat Church's chicken
Mm.
because
Like if I go to Cane's in Portland, if I go to Cane's and I don't really go to Cane's, but if I go to Cane's and I get chicken tenders, I will loop around, go to Bill Miller's and just pick up a jalapeno for 43 cents.
so
Yep.
you brought it up.
That's crazy word.
And Natalie knows where I'm going with this.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
I haven't eaten it in quite some time, but Bill Miller's is the elite treat to eat.
Yes.
The best
Agreed.
fried chicken you will ever eat.
I
Have you ever had
Yes.
on the bone,
Just
baby?
did.
I'm not talking about strips here.
Just did the
Okay,
other day.
period. Period.
We do the thing where you
Bite the jalapeno.
yes, bite the jalapeno.
Drizzle the juice, just glug 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 glug, and
That's the move. That's the move.
then you bite straight into the chicken. There's people who eat fried chicken. There's some of y'all out there that eat fried chicken, and you pull the skin off the chicken. It is made to be eaten
the combo,
together
like that meat and the
harmoniously.
crunch and like that little
Oh.
kind of like breaded.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
You,
That is
do
the
you, or
best
do you
fried
like pull the
chicken.
skin?
You know
and eat that
what?
first?
I pull the skin off. I eat the skin first.
I feel that.
You make like
pull
a
the
roll up.
chicken. Yes, I pull the skin off. I eat the skin first. I pull the chicken off. I dip it in ketchup, and then I put that in my mouth, and then a big old chunk of jalapeno in there.
And I don't even like ketchup, but that sounds good to me.
Sounds
I
great.
love ketchup. I'm
No.
so hungry.
My sister loves ketchup. I don't like it.
You know, time and place
I'm
for
a mustard
ketchup.
girl.
I'm a mustard girl too.
Like-
I like mustard.
Yeah.
iPhone 14 Pro Max with cottage cheese and mustard.
Oh, I'm not a
Absolutely.
cottage. I like cottage cheese because to me it tastes like mozzarella.
Yeah,
You know,
it does.
but I'm just not really like I don't put cottage cheese on my plate.
So these days, being like in my little health and fitness
Mm-hmm.
bullshit, I'll put cottage cheese on everything. The other day I
Well, there's
had,
a lot of protein, so I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
and I have to get the lactose free one because
Dude,
You know, you don't want to be a little bubble, titty bubble.
RP your
I'm IBS
wallet.
girly.
Get that IBS vibe.
But I really do. And my sweet treat right now that I really love, and it's a texture thing and creamy and cold and like is a strawberry hydroponic strawberry because they're really big.
Okay, Rich.
It's not that
I
expensive.
know. I know.
Which is crazy because you know what? If you get the cup of regular strawberries
Right.
from HEB, that's like $7.
Yeah, and they're all like
just 'cause they're just-
weepy.
They're cut.
Yeah.
They've all
And the
seen
ones
better
that are
days.
sitting against the side that are like,
Yeah, and because they get
They're
coated,
so, like,
yeah, they
dark.
get coated to like
Do you know
be
what I'm talking
preserved.
about?
Yeah, it's just like weepy and sad and,
Yeah.
and spongy.
No,
but-
the reason why I know why you buy the hydroponic is because I've bought them before and because they just look pretty. And
They're
the way
beautiful.
that they are placed in that container, I understand.
girl,
I understand. I bought them
they're
before.
so
I bought them
aesthetically
before.
beautiful.
I ate one, and then the rest molded in my fridge because I suck.
Tea. And that's the thing with the hydros. I mean, hydroponic.
The hydro-
But with the hydros, strawberries, you have to eat them very fast because they do go bad pretty quick.
Yeah.
Just by nature. But I feel like the best way to eat them is actually not chilled cold, like straight out of the fridge. Let them sit out for like maybe 15, 20.
all berries could benefit from a little room temp.
100%. Yeah.
You know what?
Very-
You're
It
so
It makes it gives you a
right.
juicier berry.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Yeah.
They
They're
were
great.
grown in the outdoors.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's the thing is that
Mm.
the reason you don't want to keep them on the counter is because you don't want them to like attract fruit flies and gnats or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you leave it room temperature, think about it. We eat like blackberry cobbler room temp and
Right.
warm.
Right.
We eat strawberry rhubarb pie room
Oh.
temp warm. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I always think of it like that. You can
And
really
flavors-
taste the flavor of
Yeah,
it.
and flavors are more muted when they're cold. Like
Sure.
our tongue doesn't like open up to taste them all. So if the chill is off of them, you can taste it better.
Which is why we're literally like having a visceral assault reaction to a cold water burger. Because we're like, I can't fully taste what's going on here, but
And
it's
they're
like
always
coming to
served room temperature. Whataburger, they're always room temperature.
I was watching on TikTok the other day, Michaela and Jera. Kim Kardashian.
Oh, that's your last name? Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
That's
you're
how
right.
they, so they
yes,
say it.
Yes, yes.
that pot. That pot.
She was in San Antonio for this event with Ulta. There was like this huge like convention that was going on. My sister was so mad we didn't go. But anyway, she made so much content while she was here. She tried barbecue from Texas. She tried like everything everybody recommended her.
Barbecue.
She just
Whataburger. That's how
got
she said it.
on there. She's like, I've never been to Whataburger before.
Whataburger.
And then she proceeded to go have Michaela, you're watching this.
Michaela.
If you're watching this. Why would you not toast the fucking bun?
She
I
don't
know.
Ignorance.
Oh my God.
That is a
Ignorance.
cardinal
It's
sin
just,
to
it just
me.
doesn't know.
If you go to Whataburger, okay, you know what? If you go to Whataburger and you do not get toasted buns, just leave. Like
Don't
leave
talk to
Corpus.
me.
Get out of Texas. I'm sorry. And I'm not a chicken sandwich type girl. Like I don't eat chicken sandwiches. Like
I had the
no.
chicken sandwich from Whataburger. Look, first of all, I eat pretty much first of all, I don't eat fast food anymore. For the time being.
Good for you.
But I pretty much have eaten like the same stuff my whole life.
Yeah.
So like Whataburger, it's been a number 5 in a various way. From Subway, it was the Parmesan oregano, Italian urban cheese, oven roasted chicken breast, rest in peace, with
R.I.P.
American cheese, bacon, lettuce, pickles, red onion, and extra chipotle Southwest sauce.
Okay, I want to hear y'all's orders now. Okay,
A
my
mess.
Whataburger order is a number 1 with cheese on toasted buns all the way with a sweet tea and a jalapeno on the side. Sometimes I'll get a large order of onion rings with it. It depends on mood I'm in. I'll either get a root beer or a sweet tea. But I just need that jalapeno. I need it.
It needs you.
That sounds so good. Nat, what's yours?
Whataburger right now, if we were to like drive up to Whataburger, I kind of want the mushroom Swiss burger because I've never had it before and I'm curious. And like I really don't really stray from like the classic mustard pickle onion love that I just love that Whataburger onions where I used to burn people. Like you smell like Whataburger onions. I'm like,
The
what
crazy thing is that if you get one of those little dices of onions in your car,
oh,
Yes.
forever. No,
or your bedroom, or your bed,
not
God
your
forbid.
bed. No.
Oh my god! Or if you're like at school and you ate, or not, I don't know why school, but like like in a closed setting,
Yes.
in the workplace. Now that you're like in the workplace,
Yes.
and there's like a dice
Yep.
of that onion, and it's like on your hoodie.
Bitch, it fell down my bra one time and I was like, no.
You're like,
I don't have body odor. I'm really lucky. Like I don't have like an odor.
You're like,
And I was like, what? And I was literally
She's
Stink.
giving
one
unscented.
square. I was like, she needs to get a
it's
taller
giving,
neckline.
it's giving all natural deodorant. It's
I know.
giving
I only
lemon.
take
Being
bubble bath.
No aluminum.
No aluminum. Aluminum
giving
free.
native.
She said the only aluminum is the
baking
foil
soda.
of my taco
I put that baking soda and coconut oil, real natural.
with a lime.
With
A lemon. No, you gotta put a lemon.
I thought it was a lime.
It's a lemon.
I heard it was a lime and salt. Pink lime salt.
My family lived in Korea and they had to use lemons because there's no deodorant in Korea.
Why is there no deodorant in Korea?
Maybe don't put that in because what if I'm. No, I swear, because my family, they were
Fake.
stationed in Korea.
Oh my god.
And we had to send them, or my people sent them deodorant because
My
there's
people.
no deodorant.
My people.
Not my people.
What a beautiful way to say family. My people.
Did I say that?
No, I love that. My people. I freaking love that.
Okay, I'm ready. I wanna laugh.
What were we talking about before we talked about Whataburger?
I have no
'Cause There's
idea.
something I wanted to. Oh, Subway, dude. Never mind. Forget it.
You wanna look at my notes?
Oh yeah.
I have a funny one. You know what? I wanna go there. We're gonna go there.
Let's do it.
Sweet and low.
So
Sweet
what's
and
the
low.
deal?
I'm not a sweet and low person.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Whenever you're in. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So I want to know what's the deal with sweet and low.
I'm a sweet and low girl. I'm a 3 packets in my unsweet tea sweet and low girl. That's me. That's me. And I'm not ashamed. I love it. I always get unsweet tea everywhere I go because if you go somewhere and you get sweet tea and it is like too freaking sweet, it cuts your teeth, I can't do it. Absolutely not. I will pour half of it out and pour water in the rest of my cup. I like unsweet tea. All of us in my family get unsweet tea.
With 3 sweet and low.
With 3 packets of sweet and low.
And you don't like sweet tea?
I love sweet
It's
tea,
not
but
the
sometimes if this tea's too sweet, like Bill Miller's perfect amount of sweet tea. Whataburger, sometimes it's really good sweet tea. Everywhere
McDonald's?
else, no. McDonald's is way too sweet for me. No, thank you.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you. I just love a good sweet tea. I love more of a water than a sugar. I don't like straight like sugar.
Get it, because for years I used to add in, even though it was like unsweet tea. We grew up with the diet sodas,
Sure.
referred to episode 1.
Yeah.
That also included like unsweetened iced teas, and then having sugar put into them, or having what's it called put into them, having sweet and low, Splenda, whatever. But
Yeah.
sweet and low, Splenda equal or not all the same.
I
No.
do not like Splenda. I hate Splenda.
I don't do artificial sweetener anymore, but if I did, honestly, probably now, health wise, it's gonna be Splenda.
I used to do. They're called stevia drops. They have them at natural
I
grocers.
could
I have
never
'em-
get the taste of stevia.
I liked those because they were as close to the taste as Sweet and Low. I don't like Splenda. Splenda has an aftertaste for me, but those stevia drops, they're way healthier than Sweet and Low. And I would get them, and it's a little vial, and you just drop it into your tea, and it's way better than the Sweet and Low packets. But if I were going to switch up, I'd probably just get that vial of stevia drops.
So then, are we saying that we don't like zero sugar soft drinks?
I love zero sugar. Dr. Pepper
It's
Zero.
made with Splenda.
Love. Oh, really? Would
made with
never know.
Sucralose.
Would never know. Yeah, Dr. Pepper Zero is so good. Root Beer Zero, have you tried that?
Yes, girl.
Fire.
I had everything.
So
Sprite
good.
Zero is probably the most historically accurate to
Yeah,
like.
it's so close.
But
yeah,
honestly,
I love
no,
a Sprite
I'm
Zero.
gonna reel it back to episode 1. Coke Zero is probably the closest to tasting like the original version of what it is.
Mhm.
Coke Zero tastes absolutely nothing like Diet Coke. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Agree.
different.
But Sprite Zero is very, very close to original Sprite, but Sprite is like the sweetest drink in the world if you get a regular, other than Big Red.
Yeah.
And then Big Red Zero is pretty fierce. I will say the one that is the absolute most spot on to where it's borderline scary is Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
Yep.
But it's like the sweetness just goes, it
Yes,
goes away.
I agree. And
It's
if
crazy.
you let it sit, I feel like it gets sweeter, but it's not
Yeah.
good.
No.
But the difference between Dr. Pepper Zero and Diet Dr. Pepper is massive because like
humongous.
the punch that I get, like every time I drink Diet Dr. Pepper, I get like punched in the chest and
Yes.
I love it. I want to get punched in the chest. Punch me in the chest, you
It
know?
has such a strong chemical artificial taste that is very addicting.
And it's like
Just like
almost,
Diet Coke.
and it's like almost nitro. Like the bubbles are more fine, whereas like Diet Coke, they're a little bigger and they pop and they're a little. I like
Diet Coke
that.
is creamy and foamy.
I think Coke Zero is more creamy and foamy than Diet Coke.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm no, actually no. I will have to say, in my opinion, Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper are the two creamiest and foamiest of all the sodas.
I think I agree.
Because it has like this, it almost, you know, like the taste whenever you pour it, and you only get that creamy foamy when you pour it into a glass.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
do with that what you will.
Cold
but I
can.
do remember back in the day being a huge fan of like Diet Pepsi Nitro or like Monster Energy Nitro. It was like beautiful. It was like a good beer.
Because it was like smooth. I never really
Hell
cared
yeah.
for the nitro stuff because
Oh,
it
I
was
never-
so smooth. Like I don't like the word frothy. Grosses me out.
It makes me think
So when things
of,
are that, I don't want it. Like that's why like I have an espresso, but it's like for guests because like I don't like the head on that. Like I don't find it pleasing. I don't like frothy things.
when I think of froth, I automatically, and we don't shame anybody here on the
No,
podcast,
absolutely not.
but
Go
I
for it.
automatically think of a individual of any gender that has like clean
No.
face with little whiskers on the side, and like the beer foam or like the cappuccino foam is like catching to the sides of the whiskers, and it's causing them to look a little muskratty.
I love
a
broth.
little
I'm a
Loraxy.
I'm a
But I am a
frother.
froth girl myself. I am a very complicated person when it comes to having simple coffee, because while everybody wants like these big elaborate drinks, I literally want two things. I want a creamer of some sort that's non-dairy and coffee. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the preparation that I want it, because I
Yeah.
either want a cortado, always down for a cortado, oat milk preferably, and I always want a cap. But I have to get a cap with soy because coconut, almond, most oat will not froth
They
that
don't
up.
froth
There's not
that.
enough fat in it.
Yeah, you're right.
So soy milk is like, it's elite for a cappuccino. And there's something, oh, look, speaking of mother, we're going to talk about this. Me and my friend, Nick, we were talking about this like last year, but I'll never forget it. There are certain things that are inherently like feminine that are not outwardly feminine to like the world or like mainstream people.
Yeah.
But as like gay, how do you feel like feminine with certain things?
Uh-huh.
Prime example is like a Diet Coke and a cigarette. That feels very feminine. It's
Word.
very girl. It's just like
Yeah.
very that. It's very
Yeah.
cunty. But for me, anytime that I order a soy milk latte or a soy cap from anywhere, oh girl, I'm just feeling my shit. I feel like that girl.
I
Yes.
love it.
Scanning.
Like you could just be like fresh faced just with your tallow on, and then you take a sip of that, and then there's lipstick on the cup.
Yes.
How did that get there?
And it's like a red Revlon or like a Mac Red or like a Ruby Woo. It's
Ruby
just like,
Woo,
yeah,
I
it's just
love
like
What's
a
that.
Taylor's?
big-
What's Taylor's? It's the Pat McGrath.
Taylor is Pat McGrath. I want to say Matt Trance. No. It's Flesh number 3. Taylor Swift.
Taylor.
I love.
Yeah, and they
I
brought it
know-
back not that long ago.
I know
Yeah.
what you're saying about that. To me, I feel that way with the dirty martini.
I was just gonna say it has to be with the martini.
If I have a dirty martini in my hand and I take a sip, I just feel. I will say, when I first had a dirty martini, I was like, absolutely not. Like, this is terrible. Like, well, how are people doing this? And then I wanted it again. So what you're basically doing is training your tongue to grow up, get over it.
It's called aversion therapy.
Yes.
No, yeah.
You do what you don't
And
want
you,
until you
you're
like
basically,
it.
yeah, you're
Stockholm
basically
that
burning your tongue, your taste buds to like it. And I love it. Now I love it.
It took me a very long time to appreciate and to love tomatoes. And just recently, maybe over the course of the last like 3 years, I've been like, we talked about this. I have to have it in a sandwich for the sandwich to have like a juiciness factor to it.
Yeah.
It needs to be there. And now you know when it's not there. And I always tell people when they're like, oh, my burger was so dry. I'm like, was your burger dry or were you missing
Or did you just have meat, cheese, and
certain
bread?
things? Because I
Like-
wonder if people know too, like to give you that like squelchy
unctuous.
juice factor for
Yeah.
a burger, you kind of also have to have mayonnaise in there too.
Yeah.
Whether
And
you like
tomatoes
it or not.
and tomatoes have umami. So like they lend more than like the salty like meatiness of it all. And it's so good. And I have to say tomatoes are like probably one of the top 3 foods that people in the restaurant would ask for removed like in dishes because everything was like we didn't customize dishes, but there would be people like, hey, can you leave the tomatoes off of mine? And of course the girls would pass the message and I would do it. But tomatoes are up there.
Yeah.
And then of course I think blue cheese would be number 1.
I cannot wait for heirloom tomatoes to hit HB again.
Oh,
I've been
gosh.
just waiting for an heirloom tomato, and I used to have a garden at my mom's, and I would grow tomatoes, just little ones, but I always wanted to grow my own heirloom tomatoes.
Literally the thing that I said to Nat right before you walked up earlier was Sierra is one of the safest and easiest people to be around.
Like there's no pressure to be around you. Like, yeah, I
And
completely
I
agree with
equally
that.
get inspired by you because it was like I was asking you the other day. I'm like, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this?
I love when, like, to even have you and Ivana ask me simple questions like that. I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, y'all do this so good already on your own. Like, you're asking me?
Because you are so effortless in every single thing that you do, whilst also putting an insane amount of effort into everything that you
Yeah.
do. Because it's only people who put that insane amount of effort that have these like products that look like everything's super, super simple. Or
Yeah.
like you just like whipped it out or you just made it. But I also feel like sometimes it's like the God-given gift that you have to be able to have creativity, to be able to have wonderment, to be able to have just the ability to like look at something and be like, ooh, we're gonna transform it into this. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has the eye. Not everybody has the gift. Some people have to hire people to do stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
So, and those people have gifts as well that I probably don't have, or you or any of us. You know what I mean?
And you can start a conversation, like just with your posts and your vlogs, and like what you're getting into, and you're sharing what's important in your life and what you're into. I think people just need a little bit of like normal, oh, she's just like me and she's putting it out there kind of thing. And it's nice to see yourself on social media in other people. So, and there's space in being vulnerable, and it's really nice. And I get the whole thing, like you're posting on TikTok and it's kind of like getting big. You're like, do I cross over to Instagram? Like I know people over there.
Yeah.
It's very like, it's revealing, but it's the same thing, but it's revealing. So
That I remember I got invited to this event in town, and I was like, man, these are all of the local girls that already have an established platform on Instagram as a local in Corpus. And I was like, I was so intimidated. But I remember going in there, I was like, you know what? No, like I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to be like, hi. Like, and I was so scared. And sure enough, I just went in, and everybody, we're all the same, and they're so welcoming. And like, yeah, it's intimidating, but they welcomed me in with open arms. And I just loved meeting new people that do what I do and have been doing it for so much longer. But I just love seeing, like, there's this one girl that does restaurants, this one girl that does everything in Coastal Bend. And I just love seeing all these different creators in one room. You just learn from each other. And I am such an open book. I don't gatekeep anything. Ask me a question, I will tell you the secret. I love sharing, and I love support, and I love helping because it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt anybody, And I truly feel like everybody else has their own style to do something, and that's why, like, there's a ton, I always think about it this way, but there's a ton of different realtors. Every realtor is going to sell you a house differently.
Sure.
So that's how I think about it as creators. And we are going to showcase the same restaurant in a different way. We all have our own little platforms and our own little following and whatnot. So I feel like there's room for everybody. And I just truly will, anytime I get messages all the time of like, I really want to start posting. You have inspired me. How do I start? And I tell them everything. I'm like, this is how I started. I've been doing this for probably like 3 years, almost 3 years on the dot. Because I was posting all the time, but I was a social media manager for a very long time.
And it helps.
Yes. And that is 9 times out of 10 where creators do start. Is some of them are social media managers
Or
prior.
they were an intern, or
Yes.
they got into something, because I was the social media intern / graphic design intern for Concrete Street
Oh, wow.
years ago in 2015. And then later on went to go work with Mac Daddy in Los Angeles, and I was the graphic design social media intern there. So and then also too, like having a sister who's like a freaking mogul when it comes to social media.
yeah.
It's insane how much you can take and how much knowledge you can just absorb
Mhm.
to be able to apply it to whatever it is that you want to do.
Yes.
Because it's literally like there's a base formula and there is your niche audience, and you're just merging the two of them together. That's
Yes.
all you have to do.
So when I started social media manager, I was doing it. So I started it for just myself. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this. I had just quit a job. I think I was working at the country club at the time as like an assistant to the event coordinator, and I was not ready to be the manager because she was pregnant and she was leaving, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this by myself. I was her assistant. So I quit my job and I was working for a local event planner in town, and I loved working for her. Well, she was like, I really want to get my Instagram going. So I started filming some of her events for funsies, and that's where I kind of learned it. And then I just kept going from there. And then it was when I decided to start my own. I wanted to start my own little agency, you can call it, to just do content for local businesses. That same day I launched that and I announced and I posted, I got a call from a well-known local resort, you can say, to be their social media manager. And I was like, okay,
Nice.
cool. So I went in that was a full-time job. I stopped mine. I couldn't take on anybody else because that was a full-time job. And I worked there for about a year and a half. I got pregnant and then I quit my job at 33 weeks. And that was my dream job. That was a dream job right there, being their social media manager, because I did go from filming like fun events to filming homes and community and people, and like it's a different transition. Like you're getting a brand new house that you have to film and sell it, so stuff like that. But it was always easy for me to cater to whatever needed to be showcased. I never wanted everything to look the same. I didn't want the event type videos to mirror this home video. Like you have to cater to your client, if that makes sense, for the video. And so anyways, once I quit my job, I wasn't creating anymore. I was like, what do I do? Like, I quit my dream job. I'm pregnant. I'm supposed to be like in the happiest stage of my life right now, but I wasn't. I was so lost as a 33-week pregnant woman that just quit her dream job. I like truly lost myself in that moment. And then I just started creating full time for myself. And that's when that really took off, was my pregnancy journey on TikTok. Because I was still posting on TikTok, but like not every day. When I was 33 weeks, 34 weeks pregnant, that's when I decided to post every single day. And I've been posting every single day since then. You have to have 10,000 followers to get paid from TikTok. And your video has to be over a minute long. It can't be a minute. It has to be a minute and 2 seconds to get paid for your video. Once I hit 10,000 followers, every video after that is over a minute long, because that's how I make my money. That's how I get paid. And once I saw my first check from TikTok, that's all I needed to see to keep going. I was like, you know what? I can do this month. I'm gonna do it again next month and the next month after that. And and it's so much fun and it's so easy. It's easy to just do it. And I know that's hard to hear if you want to do it.
Or if you just started.
But it does take time. And I will say, I have met people in person that are not the same online and in person. It sucks. And I'm just like, no, like,
No
I was
comment.
so excited to meet this person and they're lame. And I'm like, you're lame.
You're a loser.
You're lame. And I'm like, okay, no. So I always made that a point for me to be as real as I could in my videos as I am in person. Yeah.
They're losers.
Loser girl.
Losers.
But I get it. I did the whole aesthetic thing for my Instagram and it was fun. It was easy to do, but it just wasn't me. I'm not aesthetic whatsoever. I'm dirty. I'm type B. I don't plan out anything. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'm going to film it.
And there you go.
And
You know what I
the
mean?
thing is that you might not know what comes next, but you know that you're going forward. And that's what makes the world of a difference, because that helps so much more than just being like in a loop and in a circle. And I feel like that's something that I learned over the last 3 years. I would rather not know what comes next than to just be doing the same thing over and over again. It's just like Julia Roberts says in Steel Magnolias, I would rather have 30 minutes of something wonderful than a lifetime of nothing special.
Oh, wow. That's
Why are you making me cry
beautiful.
right now? No, and if you knew what was coming up next, like if somebody had told me what was going to happen at the end of 2024, I wouldn't have started because it was so painful to go through.
Yes.
But you grow and you go through it and you realize like what you're capable of and how many people actually appreciate you for what you genuinely just wanted to do for yourself. Like I just wanted Like for me, I just wanted to cook for people and I wanted to tell them why I made what I made. And it resonated with so many people, and that following has stuck with me since closing. And people are clamoring to see what what I do next.
Yeah.
And I try not to get a little discouraged when I get stopped and like, I'm so sad you're closing, or what happened you're not cooking, or I'm so sad you're gone. And it's nice because I struck a chord with people. It's still hard to hear catching them strays, like, oh, you're not cooking. Oh, what are you doing? So I'm trying one foot in front of the other, and it's inspiring for me to look back and see myself and how I am putting one foot in front of the other. And when you're talking about posting, it's consistency. You may not know exactly what you're doing, but you're consistent at it. And that's such a huge muscle to use when you're trying to build literally anything, especially on socials. You have to be consistent or you're going to get forgotten. It's like everybody has like their time in the sun, and everybody turns a new leaf, and somebody else can be the new, biggest, brightest, and shiniest. But if you keep being true to yourself, that has sustainability.
And you also cannot lose touch with yourself. You can't lose touch with lose sight of what it was that you were like going for to begin
Yeah.
with. And then there's also like this whole thing of like just be yourself and just be you and just be the you that everybody like loves and fucks with.
And
thinks
you
is
had asked
cool.
me at the studio, like, what would my advice be to somebody who is struggling to be in front of the camera? And truly, my advice would be is to fix that confidence before you even start filming.
100%.
Be okay with who you are first, and don't ever expect for the world to love you. Just do what you like to do, be good at it, figure out your editing style, and then just post it. Like, seriously, like, that is it. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Sure, I have I sure do have my days where I'm like, oh my gosh, what did this person say about me? I used to think that all the time. Like, the anxiety would be massive. And then I was like, you know what? No. Like, who cares? All I truly care about is like God, my family, and that's it. Like, that's it. I love posting every single day, but if I'm not being true to myself, I'm not going to post it.
You
I
care
won't.
most about what's near here.
Yes, all I care about is if I am making somebody's day, in some way spreading the word of God in any way, I'm going to do that too, because I know who I am, and I know who I am through Christ first. I don't care what the world thinks about me at all, like truly at all.
I feel like there is a code that gets cracked with social media, right? And I feel like there's before you understood the code and there's after you understood the code, how the game works. And if people knew how the game works, how engagement works, and how clickbait works, and how rage bait works, and how like all these different things work, they probably would not be as tuned into social media as they are. Obviously, they still would because we all want to be connected somehow. But I don't think they would be as adamantly connected to like the things that we get caught up in sometimes.
Yeah.
The content that we get caught up in sometimes.
Yeah.
The personalities that we get caught up in sometimes. Because most of the content that I watch is usually educational because it's always either somebody is showing you how to use this, how to apply this, or how to do that. It's very seldom that anything's ever kind of just like rage baity or like clickbaity. I'm always looking at like how people figure out something or how they're, and it's usually 90% of the time it has to do with makeup. But and I'm so glad that we have you in the Coastal Bend to be able to have just light with no context to it. It may be chaotic, it may be funny, it may be wholesome, it could be interpreted in a million different ways. Even let people think that you're cringe if that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're you. I love you. I accept you just the way you are.
I remember when I met Frank, I was with my husband. We were
Sephora.
We were at Sephora, and I think I had probably, I don't even know how many followers I had at the time. It wasn't a lot. It honestly might have been like 2,000 on TikTok. And Frank,
I fangirled very hard
He
because
was
I
like-
knew her videos from the Dr. Peppers.
he was like, "Oh my gosh, are you Sierra?" And
I see you're Sierra, Dirty Dr. Pepper?
"Yes." He goes, "Dirty Dr. Pepper," and I was like, "Yes." I was like, "But I know who you are." I was like, "Frank, you're the freaking talented makeup artist. Like, I know who you are."
Oh my god.
And
And
makeup artist.
when he left, I looked at my husband and I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that?" I was like, "That was Frank." I said, "Ruben, I love it."
And I called you about it. I was like, I met Sierra, the Dr.
Stop.
Pepper girl.
That was the coolest thing ever. And you were the first person to ever do that to me. And I
Aw.
loved it. And it's crazy because it happens now, but it's stupid. It's not stupid at all, but like to me, it's funny to talk about. But people will comment and be like, "Oh my gosh, I saw you at HB. I was too afraid to say hi." And I'm like, "Girl, Stop it.
Stop me.
Stop. Like, hello. And so I had a huge pop-up this past weekend at Concrete, and so many people came up to me, and I met so many sweet, sweet followers of mine, and I was fangirling over them because I know their @name. Because if I go on live, I see their @names. I know these people from their @names, from their profile pictures.
No, if you're gonna see somebody like sort of like in the periphery of Corpus,
In
and
the
you follow
wild.
them online, to be like, hey, it's me at @natty_natty cakes, and we're like, I got it, because like, oh, I've been following you for a long time, and if you tell somebody your handle, they're gonna recognize you because you're all the times that they're
100%.
like, I had a party of Bailey's was like, finally y'all are doing a podcast. I don't know that person's name, Party of Bailey's, like shout out to you. So, but they were excited to have it.
That's exactly
So
how
just
it
shout out
was.
your handle,
And
yeah.
it's not that it gives you validation, it gives you confirmation that people are watching and that what you're doing matters. And that
Yes.
somebody took something from it. Because when I used to perform and I used to be an entertainer, and even now as a content creator, small business owner, everything under the sun, my MO has always been, if I can pull you out of your bullshit for 5 minutes,
Yes,
I did my job.
A little
the dollar
escape.
is a freaking bonus.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a bonus.
100%.
It helps me pay my bills. That's less anxiety and stress. That's more likely for me to make you entertain. That's fine. That's great. But
I agree.
when I was a performer, that was like the genesis and the entire like idea of why I did what I did, was because if I could pull you out of the horrible stuff that you're going through, probably, or the less than desirable things that you're encountering in life right now.
And the things we just need a break from, just for 10 minutes. Just
Even
to
if you're
turn
gonna
off
take
your
something
head.
from it to be like, damn, like,
Yeah.
this bitch has been through some shit too. Like,
Yeah.
I too can get through this. I remember for years the idea of Gaga having broken her hip and finishing out the rest of her tour. I was like, if Miss Girl can do it, I can get through this.
You actually said that to me last
endeavor.
week.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
I was like, if Gaga can get through half
Yeah.
of a tour with a
Yeah,
broken hip,
100%.
we can do anything.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming onto the show. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
being a part of the 3rd episode with us. Thank you so much for sharing your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Where can people find you?
You can find me on my Instagram at _Sierra Guajardo 26. And you can follow my TikTok at Sierra Elise Guajardo. Also, my small business shop, Hey Howdy Hi, on IG. And that is it.
Natalie, do you want to go ahead and close this out and tell people where they can find us? Spilled Milk CC.
You can find Frank and I chatting with amazing, divine, feminine mothers at Spilled Milk on Instagram.
Spilled
And
Milk
you can,
CC.
Spilled Milk CC. You can find us at Spilled Milk CC on Instagram. You can follow me at _Natty Cakes, and my dear Frank here at
If you need anybody to do your makeup, please call me. It's at Frank Proglam. Thank you so much for having us, and we will see you on the next episode of Spilled Milk.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.